So, my fraternity, we have a nice little support group of brothers who are committed to not just who are not so much committed to investing, but are committed to creating an environment that affords people to develop their trading um, acumen. And the nice thing is, that so most of the people in this little small group trade options, some trade currency, some are real estate investors uh, who are trying to learn the option game or Bitcoin. So one of the brothers who is versed in butterfly spreads was showing us the benefit of how you can get a very low risk, high reward play on the butterfly, and he likes to go out to the 127. Is usually the 127 is his sweet spot. But I have a trade applying some of the principles that he has decided that he has come up with. I think I can structure a trade that may work. I usually wouldn't trade a stock that's under $20, but one of my frat brothers brought this stock to me, VALE, and it's set up for me to take a position in. And the reason I just don't trade stocks under $20 is because oftentimes they don't have the volume to make it to get to where I'm going to. Well, when I looked at this chart, I noticed that one, even though it's trading at at this price, I see that they issued dividends. So that was nice. I see, and it looked like maybe that was the first time they've issued dividends. So I thought that was optimistic. And the setup, I threw some Fibonacci's in here. So with Fibonacci, you go to a recent high and a recent low, and then you're going to compare the current price action versus that recent high to low. So you can see it's trading at the 23 point. It just appears the 23.6% retracement line from that recent price change. What's causing me to take an interest in this is that I'm seeing that this setup here is telling me that the previous oversold position has expired. All right. And that's what I'm getting from my indicators here. And I'm also seeing that originally this stock, and what this is doing is a pretty interface, but what this study is doing is telling me um, the compression of the Bollinger Bands inside the Keltner channels, where this was the compression, and when it no longer compressed, it fired down, which is supported by this downward momentum. This is telling me that previous downward momentum seems to have subsided. So the fact that the oversold has subsided, which caused the drop, and the compression of the Bollinger Bands into the Keltner channel, when that released, that downward momentum. I basically, in summary, I have two indicators here between this and this, which is telling me this recent downward momentum may have subsided. Now, I want to bring something to your attention. They're saying the stock doesn't move a lot. They're saying that on average, in a 14-day period, the stock moves less than half a point, right? So if I wanted to do something, I think that it may not be a good idea to look at any options in a short term when on average in a 14-day period, it's only going to move less than half a point. But I'm going to see if I can structure a trade that makes sense, that takes advantage of just maybe some small movement. So I'm going to create a butterfly, and I'm going to use the November 20th option chain as my target. So the experts say that the implied volatility of this stock could move one and a half points by this date, right? So the current price, which in this case is 10.75, and you can see it's up a little bit in pre-market. So this current is $10.75. The experts say it's going to get to 12.25 by November 20th. So for me, 12 is at the 100% retracement. I see that it's hit it back in September. Prior to that, I could see, it's hit it in August. So basically, I'm going to create a butterfly that structures it with the 12 as my target. And you can see it here. When you do a butterfly, your sweet spot is the 12, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy call options. I'm going to buy the 11. I'm going to buy November 20th. I'm going to buy call options with a strike price of 11, and I'm going to sell twice as many call options with a strike price of 12. So I'll make money up to the 12 on this. And if it should happen, and I'm going to buy call options with a strike price of 13. So the way this trade is structured, my sweet spot is 12. If it hits 12 by November 20th, let's just look at the risk reward. I would be risking $170 to make $830, right? So you can load up on these contracts. What is that? About 5 to 1, not five. Yeah, that's about 5 to 1 risk reward. Um, or 1 to 5. I'm risking $1 to make five. 1 times 5, yeah, that's 1 to 5. That's great odds. So this is and all I need is a 1.5 point movement by that time, and I can make 5 times whatever I invest. So this trade, as you can see, it doesn't cost anything. It's 17 cents, or really $17 a trade. So this is the structure. This is the trade I'm going to put on, and I can. It's only $17. So this is a butterflies, as a good brother shared with us last night. Is a really good way to create a low risk, high reward trades. And in this case, I just needed to get to the 100% retracement, move a point and a half. I could buy 1,000 of these if that was possible. All right, take it easy.